Students, let us begin our discussion with aromaticity. See, aromaticity actually refers to the aromatic nature of organic compounds. What is an aromatic compound? If your compound is to be aromatic, then it has to satisfy certain conditions. It should have a delocalizable pi cloud. Pi electrons should be present. It should be delocalized. It can be delocalized. Further, the pi electrons present in the compound should satisfy the 4n plus 2 rule or Huckel's rule of aromaticity. So the best known example is our benzene. Benzene has 3 carbon-carbon double bonds which can be delocalized. So 3 into 2, 6 pi electrons are there. And it obeys the Huckel's rule, that is 4n plus 2 rule. If you put n is equal to 1, then 4 into 1 plus 2 gives you 6 electrons. 6 pi electrons are there. So benzene satisfies the Huckel's rule. It has a delocalized pi cloud, so it is an aromatic compound. And the important characteristics of the aromatic compound is they undergo electrophilic substitution reactions. So if a compound is aromatic, already we have discussed, when we discussed about the aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions, we saw that when compared to aliphatic compounds, aromatic compounds are undergoing substitution very easily. The reason is aromatic compounds are rich in pi electrons. So electrophiles easily attack the aromatic compounds and substitution occurs very easily in aromatic compounds. Now, let us consider a few simple heterocyclic compounds. We have 5-membered heterocyclic compounds and 6-membered heterocyclic compounds. Furan is a oxygen-containing heterocyclic compound. Furan. We have pyrrole. It is a 5-membered heterocyclic compound containing nitrogen. And we have thiophene. In the place of oxygen, we have a sulfur atom. So these are some of the simple 5-membered heterocyclic compounds. Furan, pyrrole, thiophene. And we have 6-membered heterocyclic compound also. That is our pyridine. Pyridine is a nitrogen containing 6-membered heterocyclic compound. In addition to this, we have a few more heterocyclic compounds in which these furan, pyrrole, thiophene or pyridine nuclei is fused with the benzene rings. So we have the derivatives of these simple 5-membered and 6-membered heterocyclic compounds also. We have benzofuran, benzopyrrole, benzothiophene. We have quinoline, benzene fused with pyridine, quinoline, isoquinoline. So these are all some of the derived heterocyclic compounds of these simple 5 and 6-membered heterocyclic compounds. See, The first question is, what about the nature of these simple heterocyclic compounds? Whether they are aromatic. So the question is, what about the aromaticity in these compounds or aromatic character of these compounds? If these compounds are having a pi system, yes, they have a pi system. We have 2 pi bonds, 2 into 2, 4 pi electrons are present in the 5-membered heterocyclic compounds. And in the 6-membered heterocyclic compound, we have 3 pi bonds, so 3 into 2, 6. Naturally, it is a compound that is resembling our benzene. So pyridine, we can say, from the structure itself, we can say that pyridine is aromatic in nature. It shows aromatic character. But what about these compounds, namely furan, pyrrole and thiophene, whether they are aromatic? From the structure, one can say that they have 4 pi electrons each. So the 4n plus 2 rule is not satisfied. We cannot expect the aromatic character. But if you write the resonance structures for a heterocyclic compound, let us consider the heterocyclic compound in general. X represents a heteroatom with a lone pair. We have 2 carbon-carbon bonds. So if I delocalize the lone pair over the heteroatom in this way, see, this is delocalized and this is delocalized to this carbon. So first I draw the resonance structure. Lone pair is shifted, so we have a bond. Here it is shifted, negative charge comes to this carbon. So this is a structure 1. This can be, here we have a positive charge over the heteroatom because we have a triple bond. So the lone pair is shifted, we have a positive charge. I can draw one more resonance structure. See, if the negative charge is shifted to this place, then this will come over here and this can be shifted. So I draw one more resonance structure, X. If this is shifted to this one, negative charge to this one, if this comes here, then we have a structure like this, negative charge, X, positive charge. And this can be further shifted. I can put another structure also. See, the negative charge can come to this place. That is, I can draw a resonance structure like this one also. X, positive charge. This one, negative charge comes to this one. And similarly, I can draw another structure also. See, just if I change this one, then I have a negative charge on this one. So I am able to draw 4 resonance structures. From these 4 resonance structures, it is very clear that the pi system can be delocalized. So these 5-membered heterocyclic compounds are having a delocalizable pi system. What is the next condition for aromaticity? Only thing is, they have to satisfy the Huckel's rule, namely 4n plus 2 rule. But it is not satisfied. See, n is equal to 1, it gives you 6 pi electrons, or n is equal to 0 gives you 2 pi electrons. But the compound is having 4 pi electrons. The Huckel's rule is not satisfied. But look at the structures, namely 1 and 2. The first and second structure, not the 3 and 4. See, in first and 1 and 2 structures, if you consider the number of electrons, then 2, 4 negative charge, that is also equivalent to 2 electrons. So, these two structures are contributing more. We can say that the number of electrons in the system that can be delocalized is coming to 6. Of course, Huckel's rule is not fully satisfied because the rule strictly says that the molecule must contain 4n plus 2 pi electrons. But we have 6 electrons which can be delocalized, and we can say that these compounds, namely furan, pyrrole, thiophene, are showing aromatic character to some extent. Of course, they may not be an aromatic compound just like our benzene. Benzene is an aromatic compound. It is a pure aromatic compound. It shows 100% aromatic character. What is the evidence, or what is the reason? We have some of the reactions of benzene. Benzene will not undergo reduction reaction or addition with hydrogen. It is very difficult to prepare hexadiene or hexene from benzene. Under extreme conditions only it is possible. Under normal conditions it is not possible. Whereas these compounds undergo reduction. For example, furan gives you tetrahydrofuran easily. All the 4 carbon, all the 2 carbon-carbon double bonds can be reduced. So we have piperidine, we have tetrahydrothiophene. Okay, so we have saturated compounds for these derivatives, namely 5-membered and 6-membered heterocyclic compounds. So the reduction reaction or addition of hydrogen over these compounds shows the lesser aromatic character of these compounds when compared to benzene. But anyhow, if you consider the lone pair of electron over the heteroatom, and if you involve that one also in the delocalization, then you are able to draw 4 resonance stabilized structures. And because of these 4 resonance stabilized structures, the aromatic compound, the aromatic character is felt to a considerable extent, and the heterocyclic compounds are undergoing aromatic electrophilic substitution also. See, if these heterocyclic compounds are undergoing aromatic electrophilic substitution, then which one is the preferred position of attack? Look at this one. X represents a common atom. X may be equal, X is equal to nitrogen, or it may be oxygen or sulfur. If it is 6-membered compound, then we have pyridine. X is N, pyrrole, oxygen, furan, sulfur, thiophene. So X can be any heteroatom with a lone pair of electrons. How can we give the number? You give the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from this numbering system, it is very clear that positions 2 and 5 are equal, 3 and 5 are equal. In which position the aromatic electrophilic substitution takes place, whether it is at the position 2 or 5 or 3 or 4. So let us see how an intermediate is formed by the attack at position number 2 or 3. So this is your 5-membered heterocyclic atom X. X is having a lone pair. Here you have a hydrogen, here you have a hydrogen. Position number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose if the electrophile Y plus attacks at position number 2, then what happens? We shall draw the intermediate. So this is your X having a lone pair. If Y plus attacks at position number 2, then you have Y, hydrogen. This will be shifted to this carbon, and automatically you will have a positive charge. Now this can be delocalized, so you are able to draw one more resonance structure. X is having a lone pair. If it comes to this place, then Y H, the positive charge comes to this carbon. Here we have a lone pair. Whenever you have a lone pair and a positive charge on adjacent carbons, you are able to draw a resonance structure like this. See, X, Y, H, hydrogen. Now, if the lone pair is used, then you have a structure like this. So you are able to draw 3 resonance structures. Structure 1, structure 2, structure 3. So because of these 3 resonance structures, the intermediate obtained by the attack of the electrophile at position number 2 is stabilized. Suppose if the intermediate attacks at position number, if the intermediate is formed by the attack at position number 3, then what happens? Let us see. X, heteroatom with a lone pair, hydrogen, hydrogen. Y plus is the electrophile. It attacks at position number 3. Then the intermediate obtained is this one, Y plus hydrogen, hydrogen. The pi system is delocalized to this carbon, so you get a positive charge intermediate like this one. This cannot be delocalized further. See, the positive charge and the pi bonds are not in a conjugated position to be delocalized. Here, the positive charge and the pi system are conjugated, so it can be delocalized, but they are not conjugated. So you are able to draw only one more resonance structure where you have a heteroatom with a lone pair and positive charge on the adjacent carbon. So Y, this is not Y plus is the electrophile that is attacked. So H, positive charge. So you are able to draw only 2 intermediates. When the attack is at position number 2, you are able to draw 3 intermediates. If the attack is at position number 3, then you are able to draw 2 intermediates only. So, as usual, we can say that an intermediate for having more number of resonance structures will be a stable one. So, attack at position number 2 gives you 3 intermediates. That will give you a more stable product than the intermediate that is obtained by the attack at 3. So we can say for these heterocyclic compounds, namely furan, pyrrole, thiophene, if they undergo aromatic electrophilic substitution, then electrophilic substitution takes place at position number 2 and not at 3 predominantly. So we can say from these, if at all, if the compound undergoes aromatic electrophilic substitution, just like the reactions of benzene, almost all the reactions are exhibited by these heterocyclic compounds. All types of electrophilic substitution reactions, namely halogenation, sulfonation, nitration, Friedel-Crafts alkylation, acylation, all these reactions are undergone by these 5-membered heterocyclic compounds as well as the 6-membered heterocyclic compounds. So, if they undergo the aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction, then you will get 2 substituted product for these compounds, namely furan, pyrrole and thiophene. And what about the 6-membered heterocyclic compound? The 6-membered heterocyclic compound is your pyridine. See, pyridine has a nitrogen at position number 6. Pyridine nitrogen is having a lone, we have a lone pair over the nitrogen. So this is your 6-member heterocyclic compound, namely pyridine. These are the different positions: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if you consider the orientation and reactivity of pyridine, pyridine is a 6-membered heterocyclic compound having a nitrogen with a lone pair of electron. We have 3 pi bonds, carbon pi bonds, and carbon nitrogen pi bonds also. The carbon and carbon nitrogen pi bonds are conjugated, it can be delocalized. So pyridine also obeys the Huckel's rule of aromaticity. So pyridine, we can say it is a aromatic compound just like our benzene. But the orientation differs due to the presence of a heteroatom, namely nitrogen. These are the different positions: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Position numbers 2 and 6 are equivalent. 2 and 6 are equivalent, 3 and 5 are equivalent, and 4 position is different. Now a question arises: if pyridine undergoes aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction, which position will be attacked and in which position you will have the substituent, namely electrophile Y+. So you must explain based on the formation and stability of the intermediate and also based on the formation of the product. So first let us see, if pyridine undergoes attack at position number 2. See, Y plus is the electrophile. If it attacks at position number 2, this is position number 2, so this will be shifted automatically and you will get an intermediate that is obtained by the attack at position number 2. So hydrogen Y positive charge on this carbon. It can be delocalized just like our arenium ion intermediate. So if this is delocalized, the positive charge comes to this carbon, hydrogen Y. If this is delocalized, then you have another intermediate where the positive charge comes to the heteroatom itself. See, HY. So this is for attack at position number 2. Suppose if the same attack takes place at position number 3, position number 3 is attacked, then you get an intermediate. See, H Y, hydrogen, positive charge comes to this. So if this is delocalized, you can draw one more structure. hydrogen Y. Now if this is delocalized, you can draw one more structure. See, you are able to draw three resonance structures. Whether the attack is at position number 2 or attack at position number 3, we are able to draw three resonance structures. But if the attack is at position number 3, then you are able to produce one more resonance stabilized structure. Look at this one. We have a heteroatom with a lone pair and a carbon with a positive charge, which are adjacent to each other. So, in such a situation, you are able to draw one more resonance structure like this one. A quaternary ammonium ion like structure. So, this fourth structure gives more stability to the intermediate that is obtained by the attack at position number 3. Let us see what happens if the attack is at position number 4. 2 and 6 are equal, 3 and 5 are equal. If the attack is at position number 4, then what happens? Let us see. Attack is at position number 4. You must draw the structures carefully, identify the positions. So H Y plus, here you have a hydrogen. Attack at position number 4 gives you an intermediate. Hydrogen Y, hydrogen positive charge comes to this place. So we can draw one more resonance structure. If this is delocalized, positive charge will come to the nitrogen, where you have your lone pair also. So this is one more structure. And third one is, if you delocalize this one, you are able to get another structure. Here you have your double bond, hydrogen, Y, hydrogen, positive charge is on this carbon. So if you examine the resonance stabilized structures, then it is very clear that attack at position number 2 and 4 resemble with each other, because you are able to draw 3 intermediates only. So when the attack is at position number 4, you are able to draw 3 intermediates. But whereas if the attack is at position number 3, then you are able to draw 4 structures. So, if pyridine undergoes electrophilic substitution, then you are getting a 3 substituted product only, or we can say you get a 3 substituted product predominantly. So it is a task in synthetic organic chemistry. Suppose if you are given the task of synthesizing a 2 or 4 substituted compound, what you have to do? So, how can we prepare the molecule, namely pyridine, so that upon electrophilic substitution, it should give you either 2 or 4 substituted product, or at least 2 substituted product and not 3 substituted product. See, the stability of the intermediate at attack at position number 3 is due to the fourth structure. You are able to draw a fourth structure when the attack is at position number 3 due to the presence of a lone pair of electron over the nitrogen. So because of the presence of a lone pair of electron over nitrogen, you are able to draw the fourth structure that adds you more stability for the intermediates that is obtained by the attack at position number 3. So you have to avoid this one, the formation of the intermediate at position number 4. Fourth structure. So the fourth structure or intermediate attack obtained by the attack at position number 3 is possible because of the lone pair of electrons over the nitrogen. Suppose if the lone pair of electrons are not available over the nitrogen, then the fourth structure is not possible. So this idea was used by some of the synthetic organic chemists. How can you remove the lone pair of electrons over the nitrogen atom? It's not so easy. But you can make the lone pair of electrons unavailable for the formation of the fourth structure. How is it possible? It is possible by the conversion of pyridine to pyridine N oxide. So this is your pyridine. Pyridine has a lone pair of electron over the nitrogen. Because of the lone pair of electron over the nitrogen, you are able to draw the fourth structure. And because of the additional structure or fourth structure obtained in the attack at position number 3, we can say pyridine undergoes aromatic electrophilic substitution at position number 3 predominantly when compared to 2 or 4 position. So 3 and 5 positions are equivalent. Sometimes you may get 3 and 5 disubstituted compounds. There are some reactions where you get disubstituted compounds, 3 and 5 disubstituted pyridines if pyridine undergoes aromatic electrophilic substitution. 2, 6 or 4 substituted compounds are not obtained, they are less favored. So, if you want to prepare 2 substituted compounds or 4 substituted compounds, what you have to do is make the lone pair of electrons over the nitrogen in pyridine unavailable for the additional resonance structure, namely fourth structure. How is it possible you can deny the lone pair of electron for resonance stabilization or delocalization? How can you do that? Simple. If you oxidize pyridine, then pyridine is converted into a compound, namely pyridine N oxide. The lone pair is not available, so you have a molecule like this one. This is a special type of molecule. The lone pair of electrons over the nitrogen is forming a coordinate covalent bond with the oxygen. So oxygen, atomic oxygen is given by some of the peroxides. We have plenty of peroxides. Peroxyacetic acid, ozone. So all these peroxyacetic acids are peroxyanhydrates. They are mild reagents. They are able to oxidize pyridine to pyridine N oxide. And how can you remove the oxygen over the nitrogen which is forming a coordinate covalent bond? Simple. If you treat it with PCl3, once again you will get, 6-membered ring, you will get your pyridine and phosphorus oxytrichloride, POCl3. So, if you want to suppress the reactivity due to the lone pair of electrons over the nitrogen, and if you want to synthesize 2 and 4 substituted compounds of pyridine, then the simple procedure is convert pyridine to pyridine N oxide, and you will have pyridine N oxide carry out the synthesis. Because of the unavailability of lone pair of electrons over the heteroatom, the fourth structure is not possible. We will see the resonance stabilization of the intermediate. So you will get an intermediate where the substitution is found at position number 2 or 4. So in this way you are able to synthesize 2 or 4 substituted pyridine. So it is very common to see the synthesis of 3 substituted pyridine. We have mentioned in the syllabus that you have to study about the reactions of pyridine N oxide, not pyridine. It goes without saying. Pyridine N oxide is a derived compound which can be synthesized from pyridine by treatment with some peroxide containing reagents. So we have to study first the aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions shown by pyridine and then the pyridine N oxide. Because of this reason only, since we want to make the student to study both the reactions of pyridine and pyridine N oxide, we have mentioned the topic like this, that is aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions of pyridine N oxide. It goes without saying that you must study the reactions of pyridine also. So this is about the aromatic nature and electrophilic substitution reactions of some heterocyclic compounds, namely furan, pyrrole, pyridine, thiophene, and we are going to see the aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions over the derived compounds, namely benzofuran, quinoline, isoquinoline, all these compounds. Now first let us see the aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions of furan. So this is a 5-membered heterocyclic compound having 2 lone pairs of electrons over the oxygen. Oxygen is having 2 lone pairs of electrons. Sulfur also has 2 lone pairs of electrons because it is a next member of oxygen family. Next to oxygen we have the sulfur in the oxygen family. In the period we have oxygen sulfur. So oxygen has 2 lone pairs of electrons, sulfur has 2 lone pairs of electrons. Furan and thiophene, both of them have identical electronic structures. Only difference is the heteroatom. In furan we have oxygen, in thiophene we have sulfur. Both oxygen and sulfur are having 2 lone pairs of electrons. See, I can draw all the resonance structures. Once again I can explain. Anyhow, I have mentioned the formation of the intermediate and stabilization of the intermediate in general. In the place of X, if you put oxygen, then you can draw the resonance structures for the substitution in furan. If you draw the resonance structures, then you can easily say that furan undergoes electrophilic substitution in position number, see, furan undergoes electrophilic substitution in position number 2 and not at position number 3. Furan, pyrrole, thiophene. All these compounds undergo aromatic electrophilic substitution at position number 2. The reason is we have an intermediate that is obtained by the attack at position number 2, which can be stabilized by 3 resonance structures. Attack at 3 gives you 2 resonance structure only. So because of the lesser stabilization, the intermediate obtained by the attack at position number 2 is more stabilized, and you are having a product in which the substitution is found at position number 2. So similar is the case in furan. So furan primarily gives you a two substituted product. Number of reactions are known. To understand the reactions of furan, you can refer a organic chemistry book, any kind of organic chemistry book which is available, which you have used in the UG level. See, the best reference book is your Organic Chemistry Volume 1 by I.L. Fiener, or Morrison Boyd can also be used. If you go to the chapter on heterocyclic compounds in I.L. Fiener, then you will come across good number of reactions. I can tell a few reactions. See, furan, if it is brominated, then you will get 2-bromo-furan. The bromination is highly reactive. To avoid multiple bromination, to carry out the bromination of furan, we are taking a carboxylic acid derivative of furan. It is called as furoic acid, COOH. Furoic acid, if it is brominated, position number 2. If you give the numbers like this, say, let us give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, position number 2 is blocked, 5 is an equivalent position. I will explain you will understand the reason for blocking the position later. So, if it is brominated, you will get 2-bromo or 5-bromo-furoic acid. This is position number 5. 5-bromo-furoic acid. Furoic acid. If it is decarboxylated, it is a property of all the aromatic carboxylic acids or aliphatic carboxylic acids also. You can easily remove the carboxyl group by decarboxylation reaction. Simply, if you heat, then the carboxyl group loses a molecule of carbon dioxide. So, the carboxyl group is lost by decarboxylation reactions. So, 5-bromo-furoic acid, if it is heated, it will lose a molecule of carboxylic acid and you will get bromofuran. So, this is your 2-bromofuran. Carboxylic acid is lost. So, in this way, you are able to prepare 2-bromofuran. Similarly, we are able to derive a number of halogen substituted compounds with mercury chloride and sodium acetate also. See, this is a set of reagents that is used for the halogenation of furan. Furan, if it is treated with mercury chloride and sodium acetate, CH3COONA, then furan is mercuriated. See, this is your mercuriated furan derivative. Now, if this is further treated with halogens, then you are getting two halogenated furan. If it is treated with RCOCl, just like our Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction, acyl halides, then the position number 2 is acylated. So, you have the acyl derivative of furan. So, these are some of the electrophilic substitution reactions of furan. The same furan, if it is treated with N-butyl lithium, organolithium compounds, N-butyl lithium. See, lithium, you will get the lithio derivatives. 2-lithiopfuran. 2-lithiophuran. Suppose if you want to prepare this furoic acid, simply if you treat it with the carbon dioxide, you will get furoic acid. So in this way, you can convert furan to furoic acid. You can block the position number 5 or 2, and you will get the 5 substituted compound also. If you subject the compound to undergo decarboxylation, the carboxyl group will be removed, and automatically you will get 2 substituted compounds. So these are some of the electrophilic substitution reactions of furan. The same furan, if it is treated with the diazonium chloride ArN2 plus Cl minus, we already know that substitution produced by the diazonium salts, that is also a aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction. So if it is treated with the diazonium salt, take any nitrogenous compound, namely amines, aniline. If aniline is diasterized, you will get the diazonium salt of benzene, ArN2 plus Cl minus. So the compound will be arylated at position number 2. 2 aryl furans are prepared. So in this way we are able to prepare aryl substituted furans by the aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions of furan with aryl diazonium salts. So these are some of the reactions. Formylation reaction is also possible. It gives you furfural. So these are about the aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions of furan. Coming to thiophene, the only difference is in the place of oxygen you have sulfur with 2 lone pairs. So this is your thiophene. In the place of oxygen you have sulfur with 2 lone pairs. So we have thiophene, which is a 5-membered heterocyclic compound, and which shows some of the reactions of furan also. We are able to prepare 2-bromothiophene. 2-bromothiophene can be prepared just like the preparation of 2-bromofuran. 2-bromothiophene. If this is treated with magnesium, then you get an important compound, namely 2 substituted magnesium bromides. 2 substituted magnesium bromides. See, this is your magnesium bromides, aryl thiophene magnesium bromide. So this is a organometallic reagent, Grignard reagent, magnesium compounds, alkyl or aryl magnesium halides are Grignard reagents. Using these Grignard reagents, we are able to prepare many compounds. If it is treated with carbon dioxide, then you will get 2-carboxythiophene. 2-carboxythiophene, just like our furoic acid. So we are able to prepare good number of compounds because of due to the aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions of these 5-membered as well as 6-membered heterocyclic compounds. Coming to pyrrole. Pyrrole is also a 5-membered heterocyclic compound which has a nitrogen with a lone pair. So this is your pyrrole, nitrogen lone pair is present. So pyrrole also shows the similar type of reactivity like our furan and thiophene. And many reactions are known. You can refer any organic chemistry book. If you go to the chapter on heterocyclic chemistry, then you will come across the compounds namely furan, pyrrole, thiophene. Pyrrole is found to have some basic character. We all know that the nitrogenous compounds are known for their basic character. So pyrrole also found to have basic character. Considering the reactions of pyrrole in aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction, then we have very few reactions only. Please refer the textbook on organic chemistry by I.L. Fila. You can find one or two reactions of the heterocyclic compound, namely pyrrole, in aromatic electrophilic substitution. Very few reactions are given. Please go through them. And coming to pyridine, as I already told you that pyridine is an aromatic compound which is six-membered compound. It gives you a intermediate which is more stable. If the attack is at position number 3, you are able to get 4 resonance stabilized intermediates. So the preferred attack is at position number 3. So pyridine undergoes aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction just like our furan, thiophene. The reactions are common. So substitution in pyridine, and you must remember the basicity of pyridine also. Pyridine is having a nitrogen with a lone pair of electron. So you can expect some basic character with the pyridine. Pyridine undergoes aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions. For example, just like our furan, if pyridine is treated with N-butyl lithium, then you get 2N-butyl pyridine. 2N-butyl pyridine. And pyridine also shows aromatic nucleophilic substitution. The nucleophilic substitution is more common when compared to the electrophilic substitution. And coming to pyridine N oxide, see, we have good number of reactions for pyridine N oxide. I will show you the reactions of pyridine N oxide. See, first one is pyridine N oxide. Nitrogen is having a positive charge, oxygen is having a negative charge. It can also be drawn like this. I have shown you the coordinate covalent bond for pyridine N oxide. See, pyridine N oxide. Let me try to find the structure. Pyridine, oh yes, pyridine. See, this is the coordinate covalent structure. Nitrogen, oxygen. The same can be represented in this way. N coordinate covalent bond, unequal donation and equal sharing, so it can be represented in this way also. So nitrogen will have a positive charge and oxygen will have a negative charge. So this is your pyridine N oxide. Let us see the reactions of pyridine N oxide. So pyridine N oxide can be represented in this structure also. See, first pyridine N oxide, if it is treated with a triphenyl phosphine, it will be converted into pyridine. So it is a method for removing the oxygen from pyridine N oxide. After carrying out the synthesis, you can easily remove the oxygen from the heteroatom, namely nitrogen, by treating it with the triphenyl phosphine. Phosphorus trichloride can also be used for removing the oxygen. So in this way, you can convert back pyridine N oxide into pyridine without affecting any other part of the molecule. So this is a pyridine N oxide. If pyridine N oxide, if it is treated with alkyl halide, this is the reaction, and the end product is hydrolysis, you will get aldehyde. So the alkyl halides are converted into aldehyde. Of course, this has no connection with our aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction. See, pyridine N oxide, if it undergoes nitration, this is your nitration reaction. Nitric acid and sulfuric acid are used as a mixture. If it undergoes nitration reaction, then you get 4-nitropyridine N oxide. See, this 4-nitropyridine N oxide is subjected further. It undergoes further reaction. For example, see, if it is treated with sodium alkoxide, then you would get 4-alkoxypyridine N oxide. 4-alkoxypyridine N oxide. Similarly, if it is treated with alkyl halide, you get 4-halopyridine N oxide. Iron and acetic acid, oxygen is removed, you get 4-substituted pyridine, 4-halogenated pyridine. This is the reaction, 4-halogenated pyridine. So this is your another reaction with acetic anhydride, you get acylated pyridine. If it is hydrolyzed, then you get a compound like this one. See, 4-nitropyridine N oxide, a derivative obtained by the nitration of pyridine N oxide, shows many reactions. First one is, if it is reduced, you get 4-aminopyridine N oxide. Pyridine undergoes nucleophilic substitution. There we will see, when we discuss about aromatic nucleophilic substitution reaction, we will come across a reaction, namely Chichi-Babbitt reaction, where amino compounds like sodium cyanide or soda amide, NaNH2 or potassium amide. If it is treated with pyridine, then the 2 position is undergoing nucleophilic substitution. 2-aminopyridine is obtained. But we don't want 2-aminopyridine, we want 4-aminopyridine. In such a situation, the nitrated compound 4-nitropyridine N oxide can be reduced to give you 4-aminopyridine N oxide. If it is further reduced, you will get 4-aminopyridine. The oxygen can be removed by reduction also, hydrogen palladium. In one step, you will get pyridine N oxide by reduction with hydrogen and nickel. That is another reaction. If it is treated with PCl3, phosphorus trichloride, then you will get 4-nitropyridine. And with acetic anhydride and acetic acid, also you will get 4-nitropyridine. So these are some of the reactions of pyridine N oxide, which is given in the form of a flow chart in your Organic Chemistry by I.L. Fenor Volume 1. There you have a chapter on heterocyclic compounds in page number 854. So please go through the reactions of pyridine N oxide. For want of time, I am showing the book directly to you. So we are nearing 1 hour. With this, I am completing my lecture on the aromatic character of a few simple heterocyclic compounds and their substitution reactions, especially the aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions. Let us meet in the next class.